You're listening to Binging the Devil's Fruit, a One Piece manga read-through podcast where the best fruits are the ones you savor and are best enjoyed taking your time consuming. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Binging the Devil's Fruit. I'm your host, John Mugiwara Jam, joined as always by my co-host, Chad Peanut.
Hey!
And, it may not seem like it to you guys because we do this bi-weekly, but it has actually been 3 weeks since we've recorded Binging the Devil's Fruit. And I'm about to tell you why. Mere days after we recorded our last episode where we witnessed Nami's adoptive mother get shot in the face, I got the news that my father suddenly passed away.
Oh,
We were due to record this episode that day, but I flat out canceled any plans to record for One Piece because I was already emotionally not in the right place. Weirdly enough, I was emotionally in the right place to record the end of the Metal Gear Solid 3 playthrough and the start of Spyro Enter the Dragonfly. So I got some frustration from the grieving process out. But yeah, and speaking of which, shout out to both you and our Super Bonus Round co-host, Rich, for keeping me company that day. I don't know what I would have done if I sat alone with my thoughts.
Anytime, John.
That was... this whole month of May, we're recording this in May, this whole month has flown me by. I have stopped processing time since then. I just looked at the recording session today. I went, it's the 29th? I thought it was the 7th yesterday. Ugh. Yeah. That was not easy. So I went away for about a week or so from recording this and Super Bonus Round. I traveled down to Jacksonville, Florida for the funeral. That was fun. Special shout out to my sister and her boyfriend. They made a very somber trip into a fun one. We got to see family again. I got to go to all kinds of restaurants and places I'd never been to before. And that was also my first time in Florida, not commuting to Disney World too.
All right, and you got to flip off Ron DeSantis, so rather a sign.
Yeah, a sign with his name on it. I didn't see any indication of him anywhere, so I was like, oh, if it's going to be anywhere, it's going to be here. But yeah, as you can understand, if you have read this portion of One Piece, you can perfectly understand why I did not want to read it again after I got the news that my actual father had died. Remember how we ended the last episode?
Yeah, oh my god.
What unfortunate timing. Like right after, I think we recorded that May 3rd and my dad died May 5th.
Jesus.
Yeah. So rest in peace, Dad. You're probably looking down on me and laughing at your ass off at some of the awkward moments of the funeral because that's who my dad was. My dad was a jokester and he didn't like people to worry about things. But you know what we are going to worry. You know what we are going to worry about, Austen.
What's going to happen to the rest of the Straw Hats in this chapter?
I'm worrying about your emotional state as we continue with Nami's backstory after we left off. You ready?
Oh yes.
Now you don't sound so sure, and to be frank, that's the right attitude to have. Let's begin.
Jesus.
If you would like to read along with us while we binge the Devil's Fruit, Shonen Jump has their entire manga library available through their subscription service for just $2 a month. Or if you happen to have the physical volumes or omnibuses handy, that works too. No, we're not being paid to say this. I wish we were. And remember, when you hear this sound, that means it's time to turn the page. Anyway, thanks for coming along with us and enjoyed the read-through. We begin with chapter 79, To Live. No cover story, they just throw us right in, which means, Austen, you start.
Oh.
So when we last left off, Belle-Mère, Nami's and Nojiko's caretakers, back when they were children, could not afford to pay for all three of them, so she put up the money for them and sacrificed herself. And Arlong blew her face off with a shotgun right to the face.
Oh my gosh, jeez.
I could not have planned that cliffhanger if I tried. It's merely because of how I structured these episodes, and I'm kind of glad I did it. So my organization skills are not wrong. So anyway, Austen, you get the first 3 pages.
What did you just say? But you're a mercenary. I'll be these girls' mothers. Impossible! It's insane! They'd be better off in a government orphanage. Shut up! I've made up my mind. I'm going to raise these girls. I'm a grown woman now. I've been to sea and to war. I think I can handle a couple of kids. And her reaction to her outburst. I'll take good care of them. I'll raise them to be good, strong people who can handle themselves even in this harsh world. You'll see. And here we go. Splash page. Chapter 79 to live. And they've gone all cowboys on us. Usopp's got a pistol. Luffy has one of those cow skulls on his head as he plunges a bunch of meat. Sanji's... What the hell is Sanji wearing? It's like... What?
Let me zoom in a little bit. He's wearing a t-shirt and a cowboy hat. Was carrying jugs of alcohol, barrels of them, I'd say.
Sanji is badass on a mountain lion, and
we just talked about Sanji. He's carrying the booze.
I mean, Shoro. He's on some kind of
panther,
yeah. And Nami's just lounging with a Homer. The other panther's. As Nami's laying on his trunk, he's got 3 bottles sticking out of his mouth. Yeah, same there, Panther, same.
Yeah, okay, so I said you were going to get those 2 chapters. So actually, you know, I said you get 3 pages, you get 3 pages. So keep going.
And yeah, it's still flashback time. You incorrigible little thief.
You're incorrigible.
I can't read Japanese, I can't read English. I can't pick a lane. You're incorrigible, you little thief! Let me go, I'll pay you back. With kisses. Don't pick up our habits! Did you 2 make the boys cry again? They made us mad. Oh, it's alright, Bellmare. It was just a little scuffle. They said your tangerines tasted like crap. Oh, and Bellmare's just... Oh, she just knocked the kid on the head. What, you rotten little bear? And flashback to them harvesting tangerines. No Chico, Nami. Don't ever lose to anyone. Girls have to be strong too. And whatever happens, and the smoke from the pistol, don't cuss the age you were born into. Don't worry about what anyone says, and whatever happens, never lose your ability to laugh. If you can survive, then happy times. Lots of them will come your way.
Are you reading this as her crying, or are you actually losing it?
I'm losing it. I mean, the book isn't on a blood-soaked corpse, John. As she sit there remembering her fights. I mean, Jesus, anyone would cry at that.
I did when I first saw it.
I'm not a heartless bastard.
No, apparently that's me.
I saw the Muppet movie.
I was just about to say, God damn it. Watch our Yakuza 5 playthrough if you don't know what the hell the context behind that is. Okay, and another thing I should clarify is that after we read this chapter, I looked up the dub of the Funimation dub of One Piece. Apparently they pronounce it Bellamere. But
oh shit.
So we can pronounce it pretty much any way we want.
Okay.
Bellamere! Any of my subjects who can't pay must die. Or as 4Kids put it, if you can't pay the cash, then you're out with the trash.
Oh my God, Jesus.
Yeah, that really was a line they used after she went to the dungeon and never to be seen again. Got that, you miserable humans? Found them, Arlong. The ocean sharks through this house, lots of them. Huh? Give those back. Those are my sharks. I drew them. I'm going to use them to sail the seas. They're mine. Nami, stay away from them. Well, I'll be. These excellent charts were drawn by a kid.
And the actor guy grabbed her. That's a valuable skill. Bring her along, Hachi. What? No, let go. Let Nami go, you. Hold it. You received payment for her, right? You said you wouldn't harm those kids. I won't harm her. I'm just borrowing her. Mr. Gancho, help me! Leave that girl here! Karubi. Uh-oh. Oh, Oh, and that big weird Karoo beast, a guy with the weird arms who's just, oh shit, shut your mouth! And he just slashes at Genzo, causing multiple slashes.
Now you know where he got all those scars from.
Mr. Genzo! I'll save you, Nami. We won't let you take her. Let her go. Stop it! It's okay. Don't try to help me, please. I don't want anyone else to get hurt.
Not too rough. There are cash cows. And then they proceed to rough up the villagers without killing them. Or maybe they kill them. I don't know. Because fisherman strong is not the same as human strong. So they probably did die from their injuries. Or maybe some of them did. And then Cocoa Village has been wasted. And then we cut to the medical ward after Genzo was cut up. They sank all of our boats. Our plan to have Nami and Nojiko escape the sea was folly, and the Navy isn't doing anything about this problem as usual. This island is under Arlong's rule now. Bellamere knew. She knew there was no way we could free ourselves from them, that we had to obey them or die. They took Nami. Oh, that's Nojiko crying at Bellamere's grave. They took Nami, Bellamere. What should I do? Turn the page.
We discover where Arlong and his crew are. It looks like they're going to settle on this island. This is the decisive moment. And fight now and die with pride, or be ruled by devils who could kill us at any time, and hope that someday the Navy will rescue us. No, the only legitimate military power strong enough to take them on is a Navy of the Grand Line, and it has its hands full there. They'll never come to a tiny far-flung village like ours. I can't abandon Nami. I'll fight. Me too. I wouldn't have been a child just so I could live. Well, if one person fights them, then we'll all have to. I'll kill one of them, even if he kills me too. Oh, and Nami's come back to the village. Nami, you're safe. Thank goodness, Nami.
I'm joining Arlong's crew. I'm going to be their navigator and draw maps for them. Huh? What are you saying, Nami? Do you have a fever? Did they do something to you? Something terrible? No. Did they threaten you? Is that it? Tell us. No, Nami, let go. And then they remove the bandage that's on Nami's arm, and they see that she has the Arlong tattoo on them. That's the mark of Arlong's pirates. Oh no, Nami, look. They gave me this money. They said they'll buy me anything I want.
Oh, and she's not happy. She just tagged him to the ground. Nami, no! I won't let you. I won't let you become a pirate. Don't you know what they are? I don't care, Bellamere. Bellamere tried to live a decent life, and she got killed for it. I don't want to be decent. What are you saying? Bellamere died for us. She sacrificed her life to us. How can you... Forget it, Nojiko. Go, Nami, and never set foot in this village again. And she runs crying. Nami? What stupidity. He doesn't even consider Bellamere to be her mother. That's not true. Nami loved Bellamere.
And then Nojiko finds Nami sitting at Bellamere's grave. Nojiko, Bellamere used to say, if you can just survive, someday lots of good times will come your way. Yeah. After I was taken to their ship, 5 Navy ships came to capture Arlong. He sank them all. I don't think the Navy will be sending any more ships to save us. And if they do, Arlong will sink them too. So it's up to us to help ourselves. Buy back the village for 100 million berries? Yes, but I have to join the pirates and draw maps for them. People who work their whole lives and never make that much money. But I have to do it. It's all the villagers can do to pay the tribute. And if I go to anyone for help, they'll just get hurt. I won't let that happen again. But won't it be hard to work for the fiends who killed Bellamere? I don't care. I'll just look at them and laugh. I'm not going to cry anymore. I've decided to fight on alone.
Oh, so that's how she became the lone wolf type. Oh.
Yeah, and a pirate hater. And it's fan art time. We don't have to really read this because this is an audio podcast and you guys can't see it unless you're reading along with us. That being said, that means we move on to... Sorry, it's been a while since I did this. All right, so Binge the Devil's Fruit episode for chapter 80. on episode 18 for May 29th, 2023. My microphone's recording.
Mine is as well.
All right, and we're ready to begin in 3, 2, 1. Chapter 80, A Thief is a Thief. And looks like there's another there. That's true because a zebra stole Sanji's cigarette.
Well, Sanji seems to have stolen his grape, so it's a fair deal.
A thief is a thief. Well, they're even now. All right. And because of even trade, it is now my turn to read. We are out of the flashback zone, finally. We are now back to Nojiko recounting the backstory to the Straw Hat Pirates who are listening. Ever since that day 8 years ago, no one has seen Nami shed a tear, and she's never asked anyone for help. She doesn't want anyone else to get killed by Arlong like our mother was. Nami was only 10 years old, but she refused to give in to despair. Oh, I think that's still Nojiko. Nami was only 10 years old, but she refused to give in to despair. She resolved to live. Can you understand what a painful choice that was for her? So, to make enough money to save the village, she joined the crew of the very creature who killed her mother. That villain made my darling Nami suffer! I, Sanji, shall beat him to death! And then Nojiko hits him over the head off screen while Zoro is still asleep. Ow! I came to ask you not to do that. If you keep raving about Nami being your darling, the pirates will get suspicious and all of Nami's efforts will be undone. Don't cause her any more pain. That girl fights alone. To her, the most painful word of all is friend.
Nobody will find it here. Alright, nobody will find it here. Bit by bit, I'll score away money in this treasure box until I have 100 million berries. You're gonna rob the pirates? That's right, we live in an age of pirates. I might as well make the most of it. Nami, that's a terrible wound. What happened? I got a bit careless, but look, now I have 1 million berries. Nami, we have to get you to a doctor right away. It's a long road ahead. Still 99 million berries to go. It was a long road, but now there are only 7 million berries to go. I should be able to get that much in one more voyage. Just one more voyage, and our lives will be our own again. And all my suffering will have paid off. We'll be free of Arlong at last. And then, Belmere, I'll finally be able to laugh from my heart. And Nami was just in the remains of the house. And Luffy's just strolling down the village.
And it's Genzo with Captain Nezumi and the Navymen. Oh boy. What does the Navy want with Nami? Just take me to her. How come that guy has a pinwheel on his head? All of that going on, and that was the first thing that Luffy goes. This is where first place his mind goes to. I swear, I think Luffy might be autistic coded. Would I be wrong?
No, but still.
Well, we're both autistic, so we get to make that.
Okay.
We get.
Okay, fair point.
All right, and it's Nami standing out wistfully outside her house. I guess I'll go. Just one more job. But the Navy and Genzo have caught up with her. Mr. Genzo, with some Navy men? I'm Captain Nezumi of Navy Base 16. Are you Nami, the thief?
Criminal? Well, yes, I'm a pirate. I am an officer of Arlong's crew. As an officer yourself, I'm sure you know that if you lay a finger on me, Arlong won't be pleased. What do you want?
Oh, I don't quite understand. You're a pirate? I haven't heard anything about that. I won't lay a finger on you, but I received word that you're a thief. That's just to say you rob pirates of the treasures. Since you target pirates, it's an unusual case. But a thief is a thief. The loot belongs to the people who was originally stolen from them. Therefore, you must surrender to us, the government.
What?
Let me make myself perfectly clear. Hand over the treasure.
When you got sinister, he turned to the Winnie the Pooh. Hand over the treasure so we can remake it. Find the loot. Yes, sir. Wait, you can't just barge into people's homes. Stop. And then Nami attacks the Navyman. Why? Is this how the Navy operates? Yes. But don't they have anything better to do? Arlong's crew has murdered hundreds and destroyed whole villages. He's enslaved everyone on this island. Are you going to ignore those atrocities and seize the loot of one petty thief? Is it how the government works? Remember, One Piece is ACAB. Watch your mouth, criminal. Never mind her. Keep searching. Everyone on this island has been waiting. Oh, no, that's Nami. Everyone on this island has been waiting for you to liberate them. How can you abandon them and do this? Captain, maybe she has it buried in this orchard. Then dig it up.
Don't you touch Bam Meo's tangerine grove. Oh, and just hits him in the staff. I'll never let you take my money. That money is... Oh, and Genzo interrupts. Whole money is going to save Cocoa Village. You have no right to confiscate it, baby men.
Oh, what's this? A village headman to find the Navy.
Mr. Genzo, how did you know? I knew, Nami. We couldn't believe you would just join Arlong on just for money. So we pressed Nochiko. Everyone in the village knows what you're doing. But we didn't want you to feel you couldn't give up and flee, because you knew we were counting on you. So we pretended we didn't know. But
what's this nonsense? Are you saying that everyone in this village is a thief? Perhaps I should arrest you all then. That's what you get for copyright infringement. Oh. He's saying that because we can't defend people like you?
All right. He's saying because we can't defend... No, shit, that's not him, right? It's Nochiko, right, shit. He's saying just that because we can't depend on people like you, we had to fight for ourselves. Nochiko.
If you're not going to save this village, then get the heck out of here. If you linger here, Arlong will have your ship. Arlong? Oh, I doubt that very much. You still haven't found it? It's not a grain of rice, you know. It's 100 million berries. It's impossible for you not to find it. How do you know how much she has? What? A lucky guess. Could it be? Did Arlong send you here? That's absurd. We're simply confiscating stolen property from a thief. You rotten weasel. Has the Navy lowered itself to start a pirate? Arlong. Disperse them. They're impeding the search. Aye, aye, sir. And then...
Oh, and they got their pistols and rifles out.
And the shots are fired, but...
Nochiko. Oh, shit. Nochiko got shot. Hey. And back in the pitch. What happened, Genzo? We heard gunshots. Nami, what's going on? Can I help? You're still here? He just grabs Luffy by his jacket. Coat. I want nothing to do with you. Now get off this island. And Tosa, Nami, where are you? Arlong, I'll get you, Arlong. And she runs to Arlong. You want your village back so badly, little girl? Very well, bring me 100 million berries. Then I'll release your village and let all of you free. I promise. However long it takes you, I'll honor my promise. And that turned out to be a load of shit.
Well, he's using a loophole. Fucking bastard.
Mm-hmm.
Arlong! My precious navigator, what's wrong? You look angry. You sent those Navy men to steal my treasure. Why? You always said you'd die before you break your promise. Huh? Now what promise did I break? Don't treat me like a fool. You said the Navy to steal my money. When did I ever break my promise? Tell me. As he grabs her by the mouth. Curse you, Arlong. Ew, what's her problem? Wow. What an ending to that chapter. Well, Luffy, if you didn't fall asleep and say, nah, I don't care, you would have gotten the backstory.
Yeah. And this is little storyboard scribble for a presentation.
Yep. Yeah, Luffy, if you had just gotten the information, you wouldn't be so confused and be complaining. What are you, Eager Raptor?
Oh, no.
All right, so that's going to do it for chapter 80. Oh, we are getting to one of my favorite scenes in this story entirely. Oh. I think we're going to hit that in chapter 81, Tears.
And flashback time with Bamia and being the kids. It's Noodles. And, that dog. It's too spicy for the dog. I think he's having a heart attack with how he's clutching his chest.
Yeah, I think he swallowed it too fast, and he's like trying to like pound on this. God damn it! All right. So yeah. So that's going to be, and this is now a odd numbered chapter. So it's my turn.
Oh, it's that you. Yeah.
Wait, no. You're right. You start.
I can't stop laughing. 93 million berries and 30% of it is ours. Splendid!
But Captain, it's smeared with mud and blood and it's falling apart.
Money is money.
Oh, it says Disney as they make the money off the live action make just satire. Satire.
That poor naive girl worked like a dog for 8 years to free her village. Well, she did manage to amass an impressive herd for us.
And back at Arlong's Pirates. The Navy, you say? Why, how unfortunate. But a deal's a deal. If you can't come up with 100 million berries, I can't give you back your village. You cheat. Now, it's only 100 million berries. Just start saving up again.
Or do you intend to run away? Of course, if you do, the lives of everyone in Cocoa Village will be on your head. I knew Nami. As Nami's reflecting back on what Genzo said. But we didn't want you to feel you couldn't give up and flee. Because you knew we were counting on you. So we pretended we didn't know. And then Nami frees herself from Arlong's grip. Hey, what's the matter, Nami? Finally running away? That's it. Get your weapons. We're going to fight. And I guess Genzo's preparing for another revolt against Arlong again. Mr. Genzo, everyone, please don't do it. Don't throw your lives away. That would be the end of everything. Yep, and the villagers of Cocoa Village are indeed planning another revolt. You've got to stay alive, or we'll have all been for nothing.
And, it's a dramatic overshot of the house Nami he grew up in with Batman.
Yeah, the tangerine orchards are all ripped up.
8 years ago, we chose to live in disgrace, and we made a vow. No matter how painful and uncertain their rule was, as long as Nami was alright, we would fight on by surviving. But this is the last straw! If there's no hope for us to buy our freedom, then I say let's die fighting for it. Those fistmen played are not as good as from the start. They must pay for that. Any objections? Let's go get those fishes. I'll be darned if I'll live another day under their rule. We've all been into the fight for 8 years. Let's get them. Just stop. Nami. Turn the page.
Wait just a little longer. I'm going to try again. Just give me one more chance. It'll be easy this time. Oh, Nami. And now Genzo is crying. You have such a cruel streak. That's Chew back with Arlong. I can't let a cartographer like Nami slip through my fingers, but I'm no heartless monster. Once she's drawn charts of all the world's oceans, I'll set her free. That'll take her decades. And then back with the villagers, Genzo hugs Nami. You've done enough. You can't carry the burden for the whole village anymore. You fought well for us. You must have been worse than death for you to join that crew. You fought well. Mr. Genzo, but now you should leave the island. Huh? But he's right. You're strong and cunning and you have dreams. Nojiko!
Stop it, everyone! As he draws a dagger. I don't want anyone else to be hurt by them. They'll kill you all if you fight. We know. Oh, and Genzo grabs the knife and... Oh, blood is dripping from his palm. It's no use, Nami. Our minds are made up. Nami. Now step aside, Nami. Forward, people! Maybe we can't win, but we'll give those fiends a good fight. And they all run past Nami. Her dagger's broken. Arlong.
Yeah, this was we're at the scene that made me a fan for life. Arlong, and then she picks up the dagger and starts stabbing the tattoo repeatedly. Arlong! 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 And then suddenly, before she can stab herself some more, Luffy grabs it. Luffy, what are you doing? You don't know anything. Yeah, I don't know anything. This has nothing to do with you. I told you, leave this island. Yeah, you told me. And she's just throwing sand at him, and completely desperate. Luffy is unwavering, and then Nami finally breaks down. Luffy.
Help. And Luffy, he's gone all serious. He took his hat off, put it on Nami's head, and takes a deep breath. Okay! And then runs to Arlong. Oh, hell of a...
No, he doesn't run yet. He's just declaring that he will help you. Don't touch my hat. It's my treasure. Luffy, Nami reflecting on Luffy, how precious the hat is to Luffy. This is exhibit number A, why Luffy and Nami are going to have a child at the end of the series. Again, in this essay, I will anyway. Luffy, and then Luffy marches on, and oh look, the rest of the crew was already here. Zoro, Sanji, and Usopp were lying in wait. Let's go. Right. And then it's now Luffy, Sanji, Zoro, and Usopp's turn to march towards Arlong Park. But speaking of marches at Arlong Park, the villagers are already out at the gate. Hey, you two okay? Did Arlong beat you up? You gotta move aside. We gotta have business with those fishmen. Hey, it's Johnny and Yosuke and Johnny.
And they bleed in and they're standing in front of the door. We came here to make amends for misjudging Sister Nami, but we lost by a frog's hair. We heard the whole story in the woods and realized our mistake. Now we're too ashamed to lift our heads. You're no match for the fishman, so we can't let you through. What? We're waiting for a certain crew that should show up here. Huh? A certain crew? Hey, those two just know who came to challenge us. Could they be part of Zoro's crew? Zoro's crew? Those weaklings? They weren't even worth killing.
The door busts open.
The both of us said, but Brother Luffy, which one is Arlong? Who are you?
Turning the page.
Oh, hell of a chapter end.
Oh yeah, so apparently this the anime expanded upon that, and they made that so cool. In fact, I think between episodes, I'd like to show you that scene and how they did it in the anime. But for the purposes of you guys, we'll be continuing what happens next in chapter 82. Okay, let's stand up.
Oh, stand by, stand the pain, stand by. Okay, let's stand by. Oh my god.
So Luffy, won't you stand by me? Oh, stand by me. Beat you to it. All right, and speaking of beating, let's begin the chapter. It's my turn to start. Which one of you is Arlong? That would be me. I'm Luffy. Is that so? And what's a Luffy? A pirate. Where do you think you're going? Stop right there. First, you're going to tell us your story. You'd better stop. And then Luffy grabs them both by the head and slams them together. Out of my way. And this actually has Arlong pissed off now. Hey! What business do you have with me, pirate? Turning the page.
No! Luffy just punches Arlong.
I bet you've been waiting weeks to see that.
Yeah! And that sends him flying right off his lounge chair. And his men are shot. Lord Arlong! Luffy, help. Do you realize what you made our navigator cry!
The human scum, you must be crazy! Stay out of this, you crap fish! And then a bunch of fishmen go flying. Huh? And then Luffy, Zoro, and Usopp have arrived to back him up. You always have to dive in, right in, don't you? Yeah, but I don't lose. I'm not worried about that, dummy. Just save a little for the rest of us. Okay. It's okay with me if you don't share, Luffy. How generous of you, Usopp. Rora Nora Zoro. That's the guy that tricked me. He took me for a ride. I took him for a ride. Longnose is alive. I thought Nami killed him. Pirates, eh? So that's the connection.
Hey, and Black Eye tried to fill us. Hey, who are those guys? You see him send that monster Arlong flying? He can't be a normal human. What's this? You can't defeat the fishmen yourselves. Should only be getting in the way of our comrades here. If you insist on putting into this fight, you'll have to go through us. Why are you doing this? You have no reason to fight. They made Sister Nami cry. That's a good enough reason for us to risk our lives. And back at Arlong's palace? You mean to tell me that you came here for Nami? You're just 4 people from an inferior species. What can you do? Do you, bonehead?
It's Hachi.
Do you bonehead think you can put those all around? I'll tell you to jump! Alright, Grand Warrior!
I think in the anime that's literally what they do.
What? No. And something's coming out of what is this? It's a monster for the Grand Line. The one that decimated Goza.
Come up, Momu! And no, Momu doesn't want to come out. Momu still got the bump on the head that I think either Luffy or Sanji gave him. The monster is here! Huh? It's the ferocious sea cow, Momu! Hmm? And then Momu looks down and sees Sanji and Luffy. Oh, it's just him. So he works for these guys. And then Momo tries to run away. Wait, Momo, where are you going? Momo, what do you think you're doing? Oh, Momo's really scared shitless now.
Well, if you want to run away, I won't stop you. Go ahead, Momo. And Momo's shaking and... Here it comes! And he's just rushing towards the storehouse. Follow Momo's lead. Let's show those insolent nothing and how their lives will end. And everyone's confident, but Usopp's just screaming, I've had it. This is a waste of time.
And then Luffy, like a sumo, puts his legs into the ground, and then he just turns himself into a pinwheel. What's he doing? I have a bad feeling about this. And then he grabs Momu by the horns, literally grabbing the bull by the horns. Huh? He has the power of a Delver. Look, run for it. What's he doing? I don't know. Gum. Hey, that cocky brat, get him!
Oh, splash page. Windmill! And he's just swinging Momu around in all along skies.
Yeah. Do you want to take the next 2 pages, or you want me to get them?
Yeah, I'll take them. And he just yeets Momu. And that's why everyone down. I didn't come here to waste time, my small fry. I came here to clobber you. Well, that worked out perfectly. I was just thinking about clobbering you, too. Looks like we'll have to get involved. What did he do? What he did to a comrade wasn't nice. I'll show you that humans are no match for fishmen. Now the real players appeared. Consider the danger, you fool! You'll get us all into trouble! And no, it's over.
That's the end of that chapter. So it's the question corner, which we haven't gotten any at all this episode. And it's Gaimon and the weird hybrid animals holding the SBSs. You can be the fanboys this time.
This is Timmy Ueda, the SBS takeover again. I'm going to begin the SBS question corner before you do, Oda Sensei. SBS will begin now.
Oh no, you did it. Damn you, Timmy. Now I can't do it. I guess it's already begun.
Hello, Oda Sensei, page 92 of Volume 8, in part 6, it says, find Panda-Man, but, I can't find him. Where is he?
Well, I hope somebody got fired for that blunder. Oh, that. I got a lot of postcards about that. Some people found him and some people didn't. First of all, I didn't even expect people to notice those tiny words. Nevertheless, I'll give the answer. Inside the lower circle, it doesn't say find Panda Man, and Panda Man can be seen at the circle in the upper right. The scene in question. It's from when they threw all of Don Krieg's men onto that little tiny boat. Yeah, there he is. I see it.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
You have to have like an eagle eye to see that. Well, for those of you that don't have eagle eyes or do, we got one more chapter for you to read, and that chapter is chapter 38, Luffy and Black. And it's time for our second cover story, and it's all about Kobe and Helmeppo. Short-term concentrated cover serial, part 2, Kobe and Helmeppo, later. And
Kobe is scrubbing and taking his job seriously, but it looks like Helmeppo got caught taking a smoke.
Yeah, and also he's using the brush, the mop, the same way Patrick and SpongeBob did. Yeah, I mean, after all, that Marine officer behind them, he's like, "Hey, buddy, you just blowing from stupid town." All right, so it's I think I end this one, if I'm not mistaken, or 79 was you, 80 was me, 81 was you.
I think this is me.
Yeah, it's an odd number one, so yeah.
He sent that huge beast from the Grand Line flying.
Poor Momo.
What incredible power. Unbelievable. A human who's a match for the fistmen. Let's see what these guys can do. We should have crushed those humans as soon as they showed up.
Lord Arlong, please don't get worked up. If you lose your temper, you'll destroy Arlong Park. Yeah, time for zero visibility. An octopus is up to something. Octopus should be boiled in salt water, sliced and seasoned with olive oil and paprika. It's great with booze. There's a little problem, guys. Archie Inkjet! And he channels his inner Splatoon and sprays them with ink. Octopus ink! Why didn't you jump out of the way? I can't see anything! Luffy's the only one who got sprayed. Oh, the reason he didn't jump out of the way is because the dumbass planted his feet firmly in the concrete.
No.
Luffy, get back! Yeah, that's how else do you think he did that pinwheel thing? He gave himself weight leverage. Luffy, get back! That's the problem. I'm stuck here, and I can't see. Nah, boy. Why does he always have to? But you did that to yourself!
The rock show, and he just slammed the entire roof down on Luffy. Holy shit. And no, Sanji cracked it and the roof in half with his standing kick. Oh god, could he spread him?
He's doing the standing leg challenge that people were doing on Not Safe for Work Twitter a couple years ago.
Oh, what have I done? Hooray, Sanji! I've entered the fray on behalf of that fool of a captain. You said it. He's incredible! But hey, compared to a bunch of woman-hating crap pirates, he's not so bad. Oh, you're pretty strong for a human. But that was a rather gallant act for a pirate. Huh? My feet still won't come out! Still? Usopp's trying to yank him out.
Want to test my gallantry, crapfish? I was raised by a pirate. I don't think you've got what it takes to take me on, human. How about now, Luffy? As Usopp continues to struggle to pull him out of the concrete. I don't know. I think they're just stretching. Then how about helping me? How about now? Nope, not yet. You think this is fun and games, fools? You're at Arlong Park. I'll smash you! As he picks up more of the awning, and then Usopp tries to run away with the rest of Luffy. Come on, Luffy, try pointing your toes! And then as Hachi wants to run after Luffy and Usopp, Zoro stops them. Hey, Octopus, they're busy right now. Why don't you smash me? And now I'm just picturing that fucking meme from that "Let Them Come" thing after he says that. Hey, Octopus, why don't you smash me? No, Zoro, I almost forgot about you.
You made a fool out of me. He tries throwing at Zoro, who jumps out of the way. And you wiped out my comrades. That's ancient history. What you think doesn't matter. The tables have turned. You guys aren't doing the terrorizing anymore. We are. And he unseats his sword. Okay, so I'll let you deal with the octopus. Attaboy. Hey, and Usopp accidentally And Luffy go, "Oh no, I let go! Luffy!" Ah! And Luffy just hits the Casey boy.
He gets rubber banded into chew.
Yeah. And he's just... It's okay, you know how sometimes when you flick at the door stopper and it just...
Yeah, he turned him into a door stopper!
That's exactly what he's doing here. Done. Back here again. Sorry. And Chew is pissed.
You must really want me to hurt you. And Usopp just makes a break for it as Chew stops him. Oh, Brother Usopp! Is he the guy that saved Genzo at the village? He's one of the pirates too. Did you guys come here to challenge us? You're still here? You're from Koku Village, aren't you? Judging from the weapons you're holding, I'd say this is a rebellion, and that means that every one of you has to Fire Star! And Usopp fires a exploding bullet at Chew. Brother Usopp, I'm your opponent. Got that?
I hit you while your back was turned like a true hero. Oh, okay, now you really are gonna. Yeah! And he chooses to take on Usopp once more. There's something wrong with that young man. No, he's just an odd one. One moment he's brave, the next he runs screaming. A guy like that, fighting the fistmen? Oh, and back at Arlong. Please, Lord Arlong, please don't get mad. It's alright, this is just a small matter. You're mine? I'll clobber you! Luffy tries to punch, but Arlong just tilts his head away.
And then Arlong grabbed it. Do you fools actually think you can beat us? Yeah, we actually do. Darn right we do. Now let go of my hand. Is there something you want to say? No thanks. What? And then Arlong bends down and picks up the concrete that Luffy was thrown in, locked into. I know a game we can play. Hey, put me down. People who have eaten the devil fruit can't swim. Of course, in your condition, you'd sink anyway. Not the ocean. Gum pistol. And he tries to punch Arlong, but I'm guessing that didn't work.
Oh, ow! And Arlong just has his entire fist in his mouth. Fool. And Luffy tries to bite his arm. You biter! He's finished. Ah! And he... Oh, and Arlong just throws him into the pool that goes into the ocean. Luffy! Why you? I'm coming, Luffy! Hold on! Jumping into the ocean is just what they want us to do. There's only one way to rescue Luffy. Finish his customers off, then drag him out. Excellent plan. Let's do this!
Time to play.
This is bad. I got no strength. As Luffy sinks and... Oh, Usopp's still running. Oh, more questions.
All right, I guess this is the last one of the episode, so I guess I'll be the fanboy this time. When Arlong and the other fishmen have children, do they lay eggs like fish do?
Fishmen are actually mammals, so they have kids the same way humans do. Of course, that's the job of the fish woman.
I totally want to know the heights of the crew. That Nami is so cute. You said it, brother.
The main five, eh? Alright, first of all, Gaimon's height is... Just kidding, I'll start with the start. Nami's 5'6.5", Luffy's 5'8", Usopp is 5'8.5", Sanji is a little under 5'10", and Showa is 5'10". So basically, they're all about the same height.
And I'm taller than all of them.
Damn, the only one I'm taller than is Nami.
Trust me when I say, though, that I'm going to brag about that now, but as more people join, that's not going to last long. No, trust me. 3 of the later crew mates who join down the line, they outclass me in height. Easily.
Oh,
all right. Out of the fishmen, Hotchan is the cutest and the funniest. So what I wonder is, how come his full name is Hotchan and his nickname is Hachi? In Japanese, Chan is usually part of a nickname.
You know how Chinese people sometimes have Chen as a last name? It's kind of the same thing.
What is that thing wrapped around the waist of Usopp and most pirates appear in One Piece? A towel? Or are they trying to copy Zoro's Haramaki?
Oh, you mean this? Yeah, they're all wearing it, huh? But there's no deep significance to it. It's just a sash. It seems that pirates like to wear them, but they used to stick pistols and knives in them, so they aren't just for show.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I learned something new today.
Yeah, well, that's why they have them. They hide weapons in them. All right, well, that's going to do it for this episode of Binge the Devil's Fruit. Austin, what are your thoughts thus far, so far?
Well, I started out really sad when I first started out, and then things are definitely getting intense now that the Straw Hats are taking on Arlong. Like, holy shit, Luffy is fucking pissed at Arlong.
All right, so like this episode or this arc is like the perfect example of what I like about One Piece. Like it has the emotion, it has the setup, the emotional gut punches, and then it makes you want to watch Luffy beat the bad guy, and then the payoff. Like, so thus far, like this is the quintessential blueprint for how to do that, and that's what sold me in the series forever. I am ride or die this series, no matter what happens, and this arc is why. And now you understand, right? Well, oh, you haven't even seen the worst of what they do yet. You think this is bad? Oh my God, you're gonna hate them even more soon. But either way, thank you guys again so much for watching or listening, rather. If you like the podcast, remember if you're interested, you can support us on Patreon. More about that in the outro. But next time on Binging the Devil's Fruit, we are going to get to our second to last episode of the Arlong Park arc, where we will cover chapters 84 to 88. That number might actually be wrong. We'll double check on that. Thank you guys again, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Fuck Arlong. Thank you for binging the Devil's Fruit with us today. If you'd like to enhance your binging experience even further, for just $3 a month, not only do you get access to episodes 1 week before they go live for the public, you also get exclusive access to our commentary tracks for our One Piece anime movie special reviews on our Patreon. The review episodes themselves will always be free to all listeners, but if you want the commentary tracks, that's patreon.com/SuperBonusRound. Thanks for your support.